Have you ever noticed this? You get paid, and for a brief moment, everything feels under control. You tell yourself, this time I'll manage it better. But then a few days pass, a couple of small purchases here, a few it's not that expensive decisions there. And suddenly, you're checking your bank account, wondering, where did it all go? And the frustrating part? You're not reckless. You're not making huge financial mistakes. You're not buying luxury cars or going on crazy vacations. So, why does it feel like you're always low on money? Hey, I'm Diren. I break down money, psychology, and how to actually build wealth in simple terms. If you find this useful, consider liking and subscribing. Most people think the answer is simple. I just don't earn enough. I need a higher income. Once I make more, this problem will disappear. But here's the uncomfortable truth. There are people earning twice as much as you, and they're still broke. And there are people earning less, who somehow always have money left over. So what's really going on? We like to believe money problems are about math. Income minus expenses equals savings. Simple, but in real life, money doesn't behave like math. It behaves like psychology. Because the real reason you're always low on money isn't how much you earn. It's how your brain makes decisions with money, especially small ones. Think about this. You walk into a store just to have a look. You don't plan to spend anything, but then you see something for $15 and your brain says, that's not expensive, so you buy it. Later that day, you order food instead of cooking. It's just $20. Then a subscription renews. It's only $10 a month. Individually, these feel harmless, but here's the trap. Your brain treats them as separate, low-risk decisions, so it never triggers a warning. But your bank account? It sees everything combined, and suddenly, those small decisions are exactly why you're broke at the end of the month. Think of your money like a bucket. Most people believe the problem is they're not pouring enough into it, so they focus on earning more. But what if the real issue is there are tiny holes at the bottom? Not one big hole, hundreds of small ones, each too small to notice. But together, they drain everything. This is the invisible leak, and it's dangerous because it doesn't feel like spending, it doesn't feel like a mistake, and it never feels urgent, which means it keeps happening. Now here's where it gets interesting. Your brain isn't designed to manage money. It's designed to avoid pain and seek pleasure. Every time you spend, you get a small dopamine hit, a quick, this feels good moment, even if it's just coffee, even if it's something small online. But saving feels like giving something up. Even though you know it's good, your brain experiences it as a loss. So naturally, it pushes you towards spending and away from saving. Not because you're bad with money, but because you're human. And here's the bigger illusion that keeps people stuck. I'll fix it later. You tell yourself, I'll be more disciplined next month. I'll save when I earn more. I'll sort this out later. But later doesn't fix habits. It scales them. If you casually spend when you earn $2,000, you'll casually spend when you earn $5,000. Just with bigger numbers. This is why income goes up, but nothing really changes. Now imagine two people earning the same amount. One spends without thinking about small purchases, makes decisions based on feelings, saves whatever is left, which is usually nothing. The other pays attention to small spending, makes intentional decisions, saves first, then spends what's left. Same income, completely different outcomes. Over time, one builds security, the other stays stuck in the same cycle. And the difference? It's not intelligence, it's not discipline, it's awareness. So let's be clear, you're not always low on money because you're lazy or irresponsible or because you don't earn enough. You're low on money because your financial life is being shaped by small, unconscious decisions that feel harmless, feel justified, feel invisible, but add up over time. And once you see this, everything starts to change. Most people try to fix money problems by controlling big decisions. But big mistakes are rare. Small decisions happen every day. So instead of asking, how do I stop big spending? Ask, Where are my small leaks? Because that's where the real problem is. Here's a simple shift. The next time you spend money, pause for just 3 seconds and ask yourself, is this a decision or just a reaction? That one question can change everything because it pulls you out of autopilot. And once you start noticing your patterns, you begin to take control. Not perfectly, but gradually. And that's enough. You don't need to become extreme. You don't need to stop enjoying life. You don't need to track every cent. You just need to bring awareness to your small decisions. Notice your triggers. Delay non-essential purchases. Save first. Spend later. These aren't restrictions. They're how you take control back. Because money problems don't come from one big mistake. They come from hundreds of tiny ones you never notice. And the people who build wealth, they're not perfect. They don't predict the future. They simply understand one thing. Behavior beats intention. So the real question isn't, how do I make more money? It's this. Am I in control of my decisions? Or are my decisions controlling me? Because once you fix that, you don't just stop feeling broke. You start building something that actually lasts.